welcome back to Bloom Pilates. My name is Amy and I'll be your instructor today. Today I'm joined by the lovely Em, and she's going to be doing all of the beginner modifications. So if you're new to barre or a complete beginner, just follow along with Em. So today is going to be a full body, upper body focus today. So we're going to do lots and lots of spicy shoulders and arm work today. And if you're like us, it's a really rainy morning here in Wales. It's a really good way to get you nice and warm and moving. So we're going to start going into our warm-up at home. Make sure to put your playlist, your favorite playlist on. Otherwise, I will link our barre playlist that we use. I'm just not putting it on the video because otherwise we will get copyrighted on YouTube. So anyway, we're going to start in the middle of your mat, getting ready to come into our warm-up. We're going to do our taps side, side, up, up, and side, side, up, up, side, side, up, side, side, up, up. 4 more, side, side, up, 3, up, 2, up, and 1, up. From there, we're going to come to the middle of your mat and we're going to step to the side, coming back to center. Step to the side, back to center. Really trying to aim to get your chest down onto your thighs. Bracing those abdominal muscles as much as possible. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And coming back to center, we're just going to bend those legs, bracing those abdominal muscles. We're going to do little crab walks to the side, add a rise and lower. Crab walk to the side, rise and lower. Staying nice and low, rise and lower. Just getting those legs nice and warm. Stay nice and low. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're now going to turn towards the front of your mat. We're going to roll the shoulder blades down and back, bracing those abdominal muscles. We're going to exhale, chin to chest, rolling down, walking your hands out into down dog, and we're just going to start to pedal through your feet. And then pressing your left heel down, just enjoying that stretch through the back of the calf muscle, because we are actually working the calf muscles today as well. And then switching over to the other side. And then just rolling down onto all fours. We're going to come into cat-cow. So we exhale round through the spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last one, exhale. Inhale, and then flexing your toes, we push back. You're going to walk your hands back, rounding through the spine, lower back, mid back, upper back, and then just rolling those shoulders. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer. We'll definitely get nice and warm coming to the barre. So our first exercise, we're going to grab hold of the small Pilates ball. Em and I are using a 1 kg weight in studio. I wouldn't go heavier than that. So either a little bit lighter or sticking to the 1 kg. We're going to place the small ball in between your thighs, bringing your legs parallel. We're going to rise up onto your heels, and then you're going to grab hold of your weight. So rising up onto your heels, you're going to bring your arm in. So really, really important with this one, keep your elbow tucked in as close as you can. We're going to bend the arm and press up. So we're coming into an overhead press. As we do that, we're bending down into our little plie, and we're going to squeeze the ball, press the arm up, squeeze and press, and you're sinking nice and low in that plie. You're trying not to come up. So we've got 60 seconds on and a 20-second rest. So we've got 10 seconds just to get into that position. Bracing those abdominal muscles, lifting those heels. Are we ready? And we go. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. It doesn't really matter if you're doing the opposite thing with the arms and the legs, just as long as you're squeezing and going into that overhead press. Really trying to brace those abdominal muscles. Focusing on that breath work. And don't forget to turn that playlist up at home. Give you motivation to go through the bar burn. We've got 30 seconds. "20 seconds. And 6 seconds to go. You've got it. Sink a little bit lower if you can, just for the last few. And release. We're going to bring the small ball just underneath your left heel, placing your right forearm onto the bar, and then we're going to tuck our elbow in. So we're going into tricep kickback with the arm, so you're squeezing the back of your arm as you press the weight back, and you're keeping that elbow tucked there, so try not to move it. You can bring your forehead onto your other hand, and we're going to go into donkey kick and in. Again, really bracing those abdominal muscles. This is an all-body one today. You've got it. Halfway there, you can do it. "20 seconds to go. Keep those abs nice and tight. Squeezing your glute and hamstring. Squeezing the back of your arm. And coming all the way up to stand and give that leg a nice shake. So just so that you know the difference, if you want to follow M's going to be doing the modified version. You're going to bring the ball behind your knee and keep your leg parallel. So what you're going to do is drive the elbow down and then come into rise. If you're following me, we're going to turn that leg out and we're going to do the same thing. So elbow to knee and then rise and lower. It's just if you've got very tight hip flexors or it just doesn't feel comfortable in the hip, then rather do the parallel variation. Again, thinking of activating those abdominal muscles. You can do it. We're already halfway there. Sorry, don't know what I did on that one. "15 seconds. Ooh, my leg's starting to shake. We've got 10 seconds. You can do it. And last one. And shake it out. So we're going to switch over to the other side, so turning around. All right, everybody, so we're going to grab hold of the small ball, place it in between your thighs, make sure your feet are parallel, and we're going to lift up onto our heels, come into a little plie, make sure those elbows are as close to your head as possible, bracing those abs. We're going to squeeze and overhead press, squeeze and press. Really thinking of that capital Y position within your torso, so we're trying to activate those abs as well. 40 seconds to go. You can do it. Twenty seconds. 10 seconds, you can do it. And last one. Coming up, we're going to place the small ball underneath your right heel. Bring your left forearm onto the bar. And then we're going to tuck that right arm in behind you. So we're going into tricep kickback. We're still aiming to activate those abs. We're going to bend your back leg coming into donkey kick, and we're going to press and in. Squeezing the back of your arm, aiming for that heel to lift up to the ceiling. You can do it. Try and stay as low as you can, thinking of that capital Y position within the torso. We're halfway there. Turn your music up if you need to. That always helps me get through the bar burn. 20 seconds to go. Five seconds. Give me two more. Last one, and lifting up. So following M, if you want to do the more modified version, bringing that leg parallel. If you want to follow me, we're going to rotate the leg out. We're going to go elbow to knee, and then lateral raise up and down. Elbow to knee, and then a rise up and down. Bracing those abdominal muscles. So just remember, if your hip flexor feels really, really tight, or it just gets a little bit too sore, following M, doing the more modified version with a parallel leg. Aiming to keep that left leg as straight as possible as you go into that rise. So if you're in ballet, you'd be aiming to do a rise right up onto your tippy toes, onto those point shoes. Shoulder blades down and back. Good news is, this is the last one before we get a little break coming into our mat bar work. Ten seconds to go. You've got it. Try give me two more. And last one. And relax. Give those legs a stretch. Grab a sip of water, and we'll meet you back on the mat in 60 seconds. Alright everybody, we're going to go into our floor bar work. So for this section, you just need your small Pilates ball and your hand weights. So again, just following along with M if you're doing the beginner variation. So we're going to come all the way down onto our mat. If you're following M, you're going to be doing your bridge in a parallel position. If you're following me, we're going to lift the heels, press them together so we're coming into a little froggy position. We're going to reach our arms up, we're coming into a pec fly. So you want to imagine that you're holding a big Pilates ball, your arms are nice and round, and as you open the arms, you're just allowing your elbows to tap down into the floor and lift back up. So what that's going to look like is we're going to lift and then squeeze the ball as you dip halfway, squeeze the ball as you come up. So we drop and lift. We've got 60 seconds on and a 20-second rest. Are we ready? So we lift up into that bridge, bracing those abs, and we open and squeeze. Imagine that tray of gin and tonic resting on your hips, drawing the belly button down towards the spine. You've got it. Really thinking about squeezing that 50-pound note between your bum cheeks. I know it sounds terrible, but it really does work. It's a really good one for the arms, abs, and glutes. Give me 2 more. Last one, and slowly coming down. So we're going to bring the small ball underneath your lower back. Following M, if you're doing the modified version, you're going to keep your left leg down. We're going to tuck the tailbone under. We're going to lift your left leg up to tabletop. Lift your right leg up to tabletop, imagining that tray of gin and tonic resting on your shins. You can do this without the weights. We're going to reach those arms as far back as you can without arching the back, engaging those abs to come back. So it's a really, really good one for the lats as well as those lower abdominal muscles. Inhale. Exhale to lift. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, lift. Remember, you can do this without the weights. Really using that breath. And then bringing one leg down and the other leg down. We're going to lift up off of the ball. We're going to place the ball in between your ankles, and then we're going to lie down onto our side. So you only need one hand weight. And we're going to reach those arms out. You're bringing your legs a little bit closer to the edge of the mat, and we're going to bring that top arm up. So we're going to do a turned out bicep curl. As we go into bicep curl, we're going to squeeze the ball, lift the legs, and lower down. So we're targeting those oblique muscles, as well as those shoulders and abs. So it's not about how fast you're doing it. It's really about the controlling the movement up and down. Squeezing the ball gently between your ankles. We've got 20 seconds. Three seconds, give me one more, and release. And we're going to repeat all of that again. So we're going to bring the small ball in between your knees, grabbing hold of your arm weights. Squeezing your heels together, reaching your arms up to the ceiling, rounding those arms as if you're holding a big Pilates ball. We're going to brace those abs. We're going to lift up into our bridge, and we're going to open into pec fly and lift. Squeezing the ball as much as you can. Thinking about that tray of gin and tonic, resting on your hips. Really squeezing the ball, working those inner thighs, glutes and hamstrings. And release. We're going to place the small ball behind your lower back. So again, following M, this time you'll have your right leg pressed into the mat. If you're doing the beginner version, if you're following me, both legs up to tabletop, bracing those abdominal muscles. And we're going to inhale, reach your arms back as far back as you can go without falling off the ball. And then exhale, coming back up. And we reach and lift. Bracing those abdominal muscles. Really scooping the belly button down towards the spine. And then slowly bringing your arms all the way down, bring one leg down and the other leg, and we're going to lift up off of the ball. Slow and controlled rolling down. You're going to bring the ball in between your ankles, grabbing hold of your weight. Reach those feet a little bit further forward onto your mat so you're in a bit of a V position with the body. Reaching the arm up, we're going to exhale, lift the legs, lower down, coming into that side bicep curl. Really bracing those abdominal muscles. We've got 25 seconds. You can do it. And 3 more. And relax. Right, so we're going to come up, grab a 60-second rest, grab a sip of water, have a little stretch, and we'll meet you back on the mat for our bar burner. All right, everybody, so getting ready for our bar burner. Lucky for you today, we're only repeating this once through. So following Em, if you're doing the modified version, she's not going to use any hand weights. I'm actually going to go down in my hand weights. So I used 1 kgs for the floor bar exercise. I'm now going into 250 grams for the standing bar burn. So we're going to grab hold of your weights if you want to use your weights, otherwise doing it without your weights. And we're going to come into a chair squat for the first exercise. So pressing back, bracing your abs, tucking your tailbone under. We're going to reach our arms up and we're going to press your arms back. So we're staying nice and low in that chair squat and we're just pressing the arms up and back. So really nice one for those back muscles. We've got 7 seconds to get into position, bracing those abs, 60 seconds on, 20-second rest. Are we ready? We press. And if you are playing a really good dance party playlist, try and go with the music. It does help. Trying to get nice and low into that chair squat if you can. And then imagining you've got an imaginary orange in between your chin and your chest just to take any pressure off of the neck. Halfway there already, you can do it. "20 seconds, you've got it, keep going. Definitely getting us nice and warm. We've got 10 seconds. And coming up. So we're going to turn to face the front. We're going to bring our feet parallel, tucking the tailbone under. We're going to reach those arms up. So we're going to do little arm circles. We're going to do 30 seconds one way, 30 seconds the other way. At the same time, we're just doing a little rise and lower. So working into the calf muscles, and it's also a really good stability exercise, so getting those abs fired up as well. You can do it, really bracing those abs, thinking about that capital Y position. Try not to roll those ankles in the rise. Make those arm circles really small. And we reverse those arm circles. Try and keep your hands in line with your shoulders. So if you're looking forward, you should be able to see your arms in your peripheral. Try not to bring them too far forward. You'll be happy to know we've got one more exercise after this, and then we're done. 10 seconds, you can do it. And relax. We're going to place those weights down, grab hold of your small ball, just bring it to the front of your mat. So we're going to come into a plank position. We're going to reach forward, coming into plank. If you're following Em, you're doing a modified version on your knees. And what we're going to do is we're going to move the ball across to the side. 1, 2, 3. And then if you need to come down to do a modified press up, you can, coming back into plank. And we go 1, 2, 3 ball switches into a single arm press up. So you're trying not to put too much pressure into the small ball. You're just resting your hand on the ball. And switch, 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 press up. Switch, 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 and press up. 20 seconds. This definitely is a nice bar burn to end off for the abs and arms. Last set, switch, 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 and into that press up. And then just pushing back into your rest position, enjoying a little stretch. You can use the ball to help you. Taking a deep breath in through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Slowly coming up, we're going to come onto all fours. We're going to come into our threading the needles. So we're going to inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling, and exhale, twist through. And again, we reach up and twist. One more time, reaching up and twist. And then we're going to hold this position. You can either reach your right hand forward onto the mat, or if you want to bring it around and almost grab your left thigh into a little twist. And then coming back up onto all fours, we'll switch over to the other side. So we're going to lift the right arm and come into threading the needle. And lifting up and thread. One more time, lift. And we hold there again. You can either reach your left arm forward, or you can bring your hand around and try and grab your right thigh. From there, bringing your hands onto the mat, coming onto all fours, we come into cat-cow, we round through the spine, and inhale, arch, exhale, round, inhale, arch, exhale, inhale, two more, exhale, inhale. We're going to flex the feet, push back into down dog. Just gently pressing those heels down, really stretching out those calf muscles. And then we're going to pedal through the feet. And from there, slowly walking your feet forward, walking your hands back, rounding through the spine, lower back, mid back, upper back. We're going to bend those knees, press your palms together, little upper back bend, and exhale, release. And we are finished. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today for this full body, upper body bar class. If you liked today's class, please don't forget to leave a comment and like it, and then think about subscribing to our channel so you can see more of these classes. And we hope to see you in the next one. Bye.